My name is RJ LaValle, and this is the ShipKeeper's log.
That's stupid. This sounds stupid.
So, yeah, this is probably one of the worst closings I've had in a long time.
Welcome back, folks. Today we're putting the cover back on Amistad, tweaking it a little from what it used to be. Let's see how this turns out. Here it is, Friday, the end of the week, and we got most of the frame for our winter covering put on the boat. Let me show you around. Starting to look like we're inside of a greenhouse or something like that, right? So, here we go. Yes, the deck is a mess. We have salt all over the deck. That's because it was actually really icy the other day when we first started doing all of this. That's the beginning of the time lapse you guys just saw. And the rock salt on the deck is actually not a bad thing, because as fresh water gets on that and finds its way into little cracks and leaks in the deck, it'll bring salt water down below, which is a good thing. So this bowsprit, bowsprit's coming out. That's why we had to build this crazy little contraption here. Put this up. Jeepers. All right. That. Well, let me put it up for you. Hold on, so you can see what it looks like. Burp. Don't fall. So, with that in that position, we're going to be able to have plastic wrap come all the way across, be at the top, leave us a hole right here. We'll unbolt that strap and slide the bowsprit out. Obviously, we're going to have to take care of taking all of that rigging off. And why are we doing that? Because under here we have some issues we want to take care of, as well as some things around what's called the Samson post. That is a Samson post, and there's some leaking going on. So we're going to take all of this out, make sure we have no more leaks. When you have no more leaks, then you can start mitigating any rot that may have occurred because of the fresh water. And as you guys know from the last couple episodes, fresh water and wood do not go well together. And again, the greenhouse effect, kind of cool. So we walk back. We started back here yesterday. We modified the frame from what it was like last year. You see this ridge here. That's a holdover from last year. Last year they also had something complementary along the deck, and these pipes went all the way down to the deck, and then they were lashed together. So this year, as we're putting it together, this just seemed to make so much more sense. And to make sure that we didn't have any chafing on the beautiful cap rail that we've done so much varnishing work on, bought these little pieces of rubber. So those are going to be there. Okay, I just sat down and something wet, and my butt's all wet. Great. And then we also taped on, actually literally taped because it's cheap and quick and easy and it only has to last the winter, this other stringer here. So sometime right before Christmas, Luke is going to be coming by and putting the plastic wrap up over the cover or up over this frame, and with that we'll be covered up for the winter and still get work done down below. Now we also put in a door frame that did not exist when I first came on board in April. We had this little zip door that you sit there and have to literally unzip it and go your way in, but we're going to be doing a lot of work on deck this winter, so we'll actually put in a plywood door and we'll counterweight it so it's easy to get in and out. So all we have left to do on Monday of next week, Matt Otto and I will put a stringer up there. It's going to go all the way across to there, similar height to that, so kind of going across, and then take more of these hoops. I just put the rest of the hoops away underneath here to stay out of the way, to leave a nice egress, because this weekend it's the Lantern Light Festival here at Mystic Seaport Museum. So we'll finish up on Monday putting the rest of that little top cross piece on, rest of the hoops, and then we'll wait for Luke to come and put on the plastic. And the last thing we have to do in preparation for getting the bowsprit off are these two stays here. They go all the way up. Whoa, I'm going to tilt the camera. They go all the way up. And those stays are going to get unclipped, and they're going to be brought through, bent onto the chain that goes through the hawse pipe so that the foremast doesn't fall down when we take off the bowsprit. Now, the foremast wouldn't actually fall down. That foremast has been left unsupported by the bowsprit before, but it's really not a good thing for it. So that's what we're going to do. Make sure that's nice and secure, because I'm going to walk back here and you're going to see exactly the crazy rake angle of a Baltimore clipper. This is the Charles W. Morgan whale ship at Mystic. So look at that rake angle of a Baltimore clipper, 15 degrees actually off of plumb, and that means it has a lot of force going that way. That's why these stays help keep it going that way. So we want to make sure there's not as much not additional force going back when we take off those stays, when we remove the bowsprit, and keep everything in as good of a shape as possible on this boat, because she will be under sail next year, I think, most likely, but she won't be taking passengers. I can guarantee you that. But we are setting up long-term plans for being able to take passengers again in 2023. How about that? One cut, one take. I think I made it all the way through. Did I? I don't know. So, yeah, 2023, we're looking to take passengers, paying passengers. So, all these crazy little things that I'll do another episode on that when it comes to dealing with the Coast Guard and what a boat like this has to go through. We're not just a typical recreational vessel. We have to adhere to certain standards and things that are, oh well, it's for everybody's safety. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and look forward to seeing you next time on the ShipKeeper's Log.